I read that you have a passion for our servicemen, the veterans, and I noticed you have a bracelet on. And can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I do a song called I'll Stand Up and Say So. It's got the word of liberality in it, so I lose a lot of the crowd when I say something about that. There was a lady, Stacy, and she had worn this bracelet for 26 years. Captain Grimm died in the Gulf War in '91, and she got a bracelet commemorating him and everything. And she wore it for 26 years. And she said, I want you to have this. She said, first of all, she said, were you ever in the service? And I said, no, but I had a son who had done 2 tours in Iraq and got injured. Thank goodness he came home. The bracelet, she said, if you'll talk about Captain Grimm, his memory will never die. And so she gave me that. I wore it for 4 years. And we tracked down the family of Captain Grimm. And on Mike Huckabee's show, we presented that bracelet to the family. They had no clue that anybody remembered their brother and son and, their kids. They never really got to meet their dad. They were like 2 and 6 months whenever he got killed in the service. So when I do I'll Stand Up and Say So, I make mention of it. I believe that the servicemen and women, we can't thank them enough for all that they do. This is a great country. We've got our problems just like anywhere else. But those servicemen and women fight every day so we can have the freedom to worship the way we want to. And so I have a great respect for all of the armed forces.
So that bracelet, during your reunion with the family, they wanted you to keep it.
Yeah, they wanted me to keep it because I'd worn it so long. And we decided to give it to them. And Art DeGroat is from Kansas State University. I honestly felt like I was naked not having it after 4 years. And so he had me a copy made. And so now
you have a copy.
I
So
feel
they have a copy, you have one.
Right.
And you can still share
right.
with others with that. What a beautiful, beautiful story.
Thank you.
And you had a son who was in the service also.
Right. He did 2 tours in Iraq. He got injured. He was in Germany in the hospital for 6 weeks. And but he came home safe. And that was the main thing,
How did you pray when your son was overseas?
Extensively. Every day you're worried about him. And just like I knew where he was, so when I would turn on the news in the morning and they would say there was fighting in Samara, I knew that's where he was. But in the service, they only get to call home about every 2 weeks or so. So for 2 weeks, you didn't know. But I prayed real hard. I get my hair colored because my hair turned white because I was so scared. But like I said, God brought him home.
Brought him home. And on tour now,
yes,
you honor those servicemen, don't you?
I do, very much.